Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 66 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Thompson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Thompson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Craig. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Throwing. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Prescott. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points points out of, they've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Hands it off out of the gun, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Blackburn. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Let's go.
17-0 our score after one. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Micah Parsons
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now here's a throw that's complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a give to ETN. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
But CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So this drive spans 7 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the
touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we've come upon half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll get this off to ETN. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. A handoff for ETN. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Thompson. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Prescott on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. To throw is Prescott. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And again, it's Prescott. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 16, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Thompson on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alvarado. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Thompson. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Thompson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Craig. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Finding some room at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now Thompson. Completes it to Hardman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play here for Dallas. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Craig. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run. It's ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.